Welcome to Nxtedge training. On today's training we will be covering logging in, dashboard, order guides, product list, order edge and order from order guides. After this video, there will be a link for you to schedule one-on-one training with one of our staff members. We recommend 2 training classes per week with 3 to 4 hours of homework after the call. You can access Nxtedge through our website nxtedge.net. Each user will be given a username and password, and both are case sensitive. To add users to the system, email your account manager. Prior to your first day of training, your account manager will be emailing you your username and password. When you log in, you will be brought to the dashboard. The dashboard has a lot of useful information that will be populated as you start using the system. Nxtedge imports your vendor products via the vendor's online portal, weekly emailed bid sheets and invoices. During the setup of your vendors, you define this. If you need to review this process, rewatch the kickoff call video. At any point you can see when a vendor was last updated in the bottom right box or by clicking on order guides. You can see all the products that were updated by clicking on the specific vendor order guide. Remember that all products that are imported into Nxtedge must be on a list, include a vendor item number, description, pack and size, and price. You can access the product list by clicking on Manage Items and then Product List. This screen is where you can see all of your products and manage all aspects of them. This is the list that you supplied to us. You can search by clicking here and search for a product. You can resequence the grid a few different ways. The first is using the resequence feature. Here you can sort by category and change the sequence numbers. The second way is to download the product list, change the sequence numbers and re-importing. If you would like to do this, we recommend that we do it with you as to not make any mistakes in the database. The last way through product list is by clicking on the product and changing the number. Anytime you change a number will move all products down to the next number. You can add a new product by clicking on the plus sign next to add product. Each product gets a unique name. Remember, all reports are alphabetized by category and then by product name. Add primary category from the drop-down box or add a new category. You can turn on the feature for secondary category if you would like. Let your project manager know and they will turn this on. Add a storage. Storages are used for counting inventory and for filtering the grid. You can add multiple storages for counting inventory. We will cover more about storages for inventory during inventory training. To add a unit of measure. Nxtedge has 2 different types of units: standard unit of measure and custom unit. To add a standard unit, complete the size and select a unit from the drop-down. Example, 1 gallon. 750 milliliter, 5 pound. The unit should not be unit unless there is no reason to know the size of the unit. Example, a spatula or an apron. But if it is case or each that you want to manage, it is recommended to define the size using the custom unit. Click Add Type in the unit of measure you want. Example, 500 count case, 30 dozen, 50 count sleeve, 5 lb box or anything else that makes sense for that product. Once you type in the name, you can convert it to a mathematic conversion that will be used for recipes, or you can turn off convert and click the checkbox. Position is where on the grid you want to display. If you leave it blank, it will go to the bottom of the grid. Click the pencil and enter the number or drag it to where you would like it. Click Save. The product is now entered. You can also enter a manual price for the product for inventory if you will not be purchasing the product. Search for the new product. Click the product. Click the History tab, click the plus next to Manual Price. Add a price you want to count inventory at. The price should be for the value of the unit of measure. Example, if the unit is gallon, the price should be for a gallon, not for the case of 1 gallons. Manual pricing can be added here, or it can also be added when you are counting inventory both in the mobile app and in the back office. If you were checking in your invoices, the last price will override any manual pricing. You can add pictures of your products by clicking on the plus. Now let's move on to order from OG. The OG stands for Order Guide. You can filter this page by date the item was first imported into Nxtedge, vendor, engaged, not engaged or all. Nxtedge uses the word engages to refer to linking the vendor item to the product. On the last screen we added products and defined them. On Order from OG we are able to link the vendor item to your product. We can also add new products on this screen as well. When you are linking vendor items, it is recommended to filter by vendor and unengaged. We will now search for the product we want to link. Keep in mind, when you search, less is more. The standard unit of measure you defined for this item is in the search, so you can make sure it is the correct product, and we can change the unit of measure by clicking the Manage Standard Unit of Measure. We can change the unit until it has been purchased. Once you have purchased the product, the unit of measure is locked in. Your account manager can help you change it if needed. The per case column is the most important to define how many units are in the vendor's pack. Example, in mayo there are 4. 1 gallon. 12. 1 count in a case of cucumbers. 50 pounds in a bag of onions. 6 number 10 cans in a case of beans. Your project manager will be going over units again with you during your one-on-one training. If the product does not come up, you can add a product the same way you were able to on the product list. Some clients like order from OG and others like Order Edge. They do the same thing but in opposite ways. Order from OG takes you from vendor item to product, and Order Edge goes product to vendor item. On Order Edge you can select all vendor items for the same time. Click on Order Edge. Order Edge will be used after the setup to place orders from multiple vendors at the same time. You can filter the grid by clicking on the filter icon. You can filter by category or by vendor. You can save your filters for when you are placing your orders. We will go over filters again when we are placing orders. The change interval icon allows you to see the price increase and decrease from the vendor in the last 7 days, 30 days, 90 days, and 1 year. This is a great tool to watch your vendor's pricing and your contracted pricing. Search icon allows you to search all vendor items and product names. Along the top are your vendors. Every box that is filled is a vendor item that you have selected. Green is the best price, yellow your preferred product, and pink is out of stock. If the pink product is also the yellow or green, there will also see this icon. Keep in mind, out of stock in Nxtedge are products that were on an order guide and are no longer there. Keep in mind, some order guides are updated daily and some weekly, so you need to contact your vendor for 100% certainty on out of stock. You can change the sequence of the vendors and your products by clicking and dragging them. Now to engage your vendor items. Click the plus sign in the box you want to do. Nxtedge will then show you all vendor items that come close to the description that matched your product name. You can search further by vendor or for all vendors. Select the vendor's items that meet your specs. The M is used to identify who you purchased this product prior to Nxtedge. It is used to calculate the savings. Click the close icon in the bottom right corner and check the units. This screen, like on Order from OG, should be red. Case divided by per case equals standard unit of measure. If you need to change the standard unit of measure, reminder, you can only change before you purchase the product. Once you purchase it, you will need to get with your account manager to make this change. Let's take a few minutes to do a few more products. Click the plus sign in the box. We will do the fig balsamic glaze. Select the products that meet your specifications. Click the M for the product you are currently purchasing. Ensure that the units are correct. Click Save and Close. Click the plus sign in the box. We will do the European cucumbers. Select the products that meet your specifications. Click the M for the product you are currently purchasing. Ensure that the units are correct. Click Save and Close. You can delete comparables by selecting the X on the vendor product. Remember, pink boxes are products no longer in your vendor order guide. Click the plus sign in the box. We will do the pineapple juice next. You can search the order guides in the top right corner. Select the products that meet your specifications. In this case, the unit of measure is 6 fluid ounce and we will need to change it to 46 fluid ounce. You can add new products on this screen as well. Click the plus next to add product, give it a name, category, storage, and unit of measure. You cannot have duplicate product names. If you try and save with a duplicate name, it will give you an error. You can now search for the new product, adjust the sequence if you would like, and then click the plus the products that meet your specification. In this case, the vendor items you selected were already linked to another product. You can cancel or move the vendor item to the product you are working on. To override, click Override and continue the process. This completes the training on logging in, dashboard, order guides, product list, Order Edge, and order from order guides. The next step of the onboarding is to schedule one-on-one training, and then link your vendor items using Order from OG or on Order Edge. You may also be missing order guides. Your order guides may be incomplete, or we are missing vendor information. Your account manager will keep you posted with this missing information as well as the integration with your vendors for ordering. Click the link to schedule one-on-one training.